Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel where we get you on the grind and improve your mind. So in this video, we're going to do a loyalty video part 2. So we did a part 1 on the lesson from Kingsman, the Secret Service. So definitely check that video out. Very good video by us, and I think you'll enjoy it. This is going to be like more of a part 2 to that. So we're going to talk about loyalty when it comes to marriage and how some marriages are not as loyal as they seem. So let's read this tweet right here.
This is from Cheryl Hines. I don't know who she is, but it's fine. She goes, "My husband's reference to Anne Frank at a mandate rally in D.C. was reprehensible and insensitive. The atrocities that millions endured during the Holocaust should never be compared to anyone or anything. His opinions are not a reflection of my own."
Alright, so the first thing I want to point out is, regardless of your political opinion on this comment or whatever, we're not trying to exactly dig too deep into that. What we're trying to more go into is the loyalty aspect of the marriage within itself. So here's a pro game tip for some people, right? If a girl is really into you in general, whether it be a long-term relationship, marriage, or just dating, she's going to naturally follow your opinions and your lead in most aspects. And not everything, obviously, but in like a generalized way. This woman obviously is not too attracted to her husband, and I can tell because she would not be posting this on a platform like Twitter so publicly like that. Maybe there'd be some discussions behind closed doors that they'd be talking about over dinner or dessert or something, or after they had a great bang session, which they're probably not doing because obviously this tweet is very telling. She is quick to deceive and betray her husband, and this is very obvious.
If she was loyal to him, even if she didn't have the same views, she wouldn't be posting it on Twitter. Granted, she has a platform on Twitter, and people are probably on her ass, probably saying, "Hey, well, you know, blah blah blah."
Right.
I would have just not said anything. I would have just stayed silent as much as I could if I was loyal to, you know, my significant other who said something atrocious like that.
Now you're just making
or whatever.
Now you're just making him look like an idiot.
Yeah,
This is his wife. Like, he spent his resources, time, his life force on marrying this chick and providing for her, maybe providing, I don't know, who knows. But basically giving him his energy, giving her his energy and resources and time and love and care. And what he gets in return is just a backstab publicly on a social platform like Twitter. I cannot imagine marrying a woman and then having her like just basically insult me like that. I just can't imagine this happening to me. If it does happen to me, divorce, I hit the divorce button. I'll take half her stuff. I get 5 prenups. I'll get prepared. That's marriage is a separate video. But basically, this woman is not loyal to her husband, and she'd be quick to deceive him. I bet, like, if she was a French woman in World War II, and then her husband was French, and the Germans come in, she'd be like, bye, and then she'd go bang a Nazi. 100, like back in the... A lot of you guys need to watch out, like, who you're in a relationship with, and if your woman would really back you up. Like, a lot of people don't have a good social circle of people who defend them in certain situations. You could talk about that way about friends, family, but right now we're just counting this in, like, marriage and relationships. If you're with a girl who would not back you up in your opinion and stuff, and we saw this all throughout the past 2 years during the pandemic, that like a lot of women will be like, "Oh my god, my husband voted for the orange guy, so I'm gonna divorce him now." Like, you saw like a lot of just betrayal. Like, it's crazy. Like, politics and all these things really get in the way of a healthy relationship. Like, that tells me the relationship is not so healthy. You either need to find someone with similar political beliefs and be prepared for this kind of nonsense, or B, you just need to avoid people that you could tell are just instinctually not down with what you're about. Because if you you could say, "Oh, opposites attract." Well, not when they're publicly humiliating you like that.
You don't want to deal with anyone that literally is deplatforming you in a sense, because he said whatever he said, right? And there was backlash for it. And instead of, you know, supporting him and his decision or whatever, she pretty much took business on herself and tried to keep her platform from falling. And she pretty much just threw her husband under the bus just so she can make sure that her platform was fine. And that's just human nature, but at the same time, that's just very disloyal of you, because you could have just not said a word, and you could have just kept it to yourself and not said anything to the public, but, you know, said something to him and kept it like that. Because publicly being disloyal and like, you know, shoving your significant other under the bus over something is very cruel, and it shows to the person that you're doing it to, like, that I have like no one. I have no support system now, because the person I was with should be my backup, should be there with me as someone that will support me, because that's what is supposed to happen. You lead and they support. So if you are leading and you say something and a lot of people are starting to backlash on you. You're supposed to have that support system right there to help you. But if you turn around, they're not there no more, then what the fuck? Then you're just like, this is a problem. And this isn't supposed to happen. And so she was becoming very disloyal by doing that. And now he's just sitting there like, bruh.
Yeah, so you guys got to really watch out, like, who you engage with and who you marry. Like, Jesus. Like, I just, once again, I just cannot imagine myself being humiliated by my wife publicly like that. It'd be just a damn shame. And what a waste of time. Like, how many years he spent married to that chick. And she's well, and, you know, the comments I'm sure are very telling too. I'm sure they're like, what are you doing? Like, it's just really sad. You guys should really be aware of who you surround yourself with and who you guys get in relationships with. You don't want your own woman disrespecting you, because if your own woman disrespects you, that says a lot about the choices you make as a man and what things you do and the people you allow into your life. So this is more of a life lesson. Let us know your comments, your thoughts on this topic in the comments, and also like the video if you have not already. Subscribe to the channel. And with that said, we're going to see you guys in the next video.